on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
You share the road with other motorists, pedestrians, cyclists, and people on skates, scooters, and small motor vehicles every day. When you're driving, please watch for other vehicles and pedestrians. When you're on foot, on a bike, or skating, be aware of vehicles and follow the rules of the road. As a pedestrian, there are simple steps you can take to make sure your safety is secure and that the cars around you stay safe as well. Before you cross a street, look left, then right, then left again. Cross only at marked crosswalks or at a corner. Make sure the car has seen you and stopped before you step into the street. This is another example of a marked crosswalk. Press the button to turn on the yellow lights and step on the yellow pad to signal you want to cross. Wait for the cars to stop, then step into the street and cross. Always use the sidewalk when traveling by foot. This is the most effective way to make sure you stay safe. This is exactly how not to walk somewhere with no sidewalk. The correct way is to walk on the left side facing traffic. This makes it easier for the driver to see you and for you to see the oncoming car. It also gives you the opportunity to get out of the way if the car becomes too close. This is another example on why it is so important to watch where you're going. Yes, she did turn on the lights, but the cars did not stop and she could have gotten hit. This is what can happen when you don't look both ways. Jaywalking is the act of not using the crosswalk to cross the street. If you don't use the crosswalk, this can happen to you. This is what can happen if a driver doesn't pay attention at a crosswalk.
How could you resolve that?
Because I can't take what Abba says on the list. And he says, you're on the list.
Just kicked that car. Seriously?
Yeah.
This can also happen if the driver is not paying attention at a crosswalk. Bicyclists also have a set of regulations they must follow in order to share the road effectively.
Cyclist. Place a raw egg on top of a sheet of tissue paper inside a small styrofoam cup. The egg represents the head of a cyclist inside a helmet. Drop the cup with the egg in it onto a hard surface from about 10 centimeters or about 4 inches. The cushioning protects the egg. Then drop the cup from about 20 centimeters or 8 inches. The cushioning continues to protect the egg. Finally, drop the cup from an even greater height. In each case, the cup and tissue paper protect the egg, much like a helmet protects the head of a cyclist. Then drop the egg by itself onto a hard surface from a small height. This is what can happen to a cyclist who is not wearing a helmet.
The stop signal is crucial to making sure an accident doesn't occur. You have to remember that if you don't have brake lights, the people behind you don't know you're stopping. Before stopping, hold your arm out at a 90-degree angle with your hand reaching down. This is the official braking signal. To signal a left turn, hold your left arm perpendicular to your body. This is the official left turn signal. Again, signal a stop in advance. To signal a right turn, hold your left arm at a 90-degree angle, your hand reaching up. This is the official right turn signal. Cars are not the only culprit for tailgating. Bikes are guilty of the same offense. When following a car or bike too closely, there is no time for you to react if the car or bike in front of you stops. This can easily cause an accident. Bikes are not the only other mode of transportation other than cars. There are also skateboards and ATVs that have rules to follow too. When skating, wear the proper equipment, including helmet, knee pad, elbow pad, wrist guards, and gloves. If you're a beginner, avoid skating in high traffic areas. Watch out for cars and cyclists and other pedestrians when skating on the road. Avoid skating in the street and cross streets safely when you come to them. If you start to lose your balance, crouch down so you don't have as far to fall. ATVs are an all-terrain vehicle that has either 3 or 4 cars. These are used for recreation, also used on farms and ranches. Mopeds, motorcycles, and ATVs are motor vehicles, just like cars, and are subject to the same traffic laws. You must have a special license to be able to drive these on the road. While riding or driving an ATV, be sure to be wearing a DOT-approved helmet, goggles, or anything to protect the eyes, knee and elbow padding, and protective clothing. Additional rules that regard to ATVs include only one person to ride an ATV at a time, avoid using attachments that will reduce the stability and braking of the ATV, avoid taking an ATV out on paved roads, and avoid ATV drivers who have been using alcohol and drugs. Sharing the road is a simple concept we can all easily understand. If you follow these sets of rules, your risk of getting in an accident decreases substantially. So, please, next time you are out driving, remember to share the road with all types of commuters.
And I can't wait to get on the road